lovely people, Nina here. Happy Friday, happy July. I've decided that this week that I would go through everything that I want to read in July. I don't know what I'll get to. I've read a few books so far already, and then this is just like what I want to read in addition. I kind of am going for like a more summery vibe, if that makes sense, and just kind of embracing summer. And so I have a little set here of books I want to read. I feel like I'm always overly ambitious, but we'll see. So I'll start at the top. This is what I'm currently reading. It's Al Pacino's Sonny Boy, and I love this. I'm obsessed with this book. It's so good. And the audiobook is amazing because he does the audiobook. And so it's like sitting down like with a grandpa and then just like chatting and like him telling you about his life. And like in the audiobook he like kind of goes off on like little tangents, so it like follows the book but like also will like veer off into like information that's not necessarily in the book. So I think that's really good. I love this so far. Yeah, I probably will finish this week and then give you a full review, but so there's that one that I started. I love this. The next one I want to read, we'll go Emily Henry. So this is the next one I want to read, and it's Emily Henry's People We Meet on Vacation. I'm excited about this because I figured this is like the most like perfect summary type book. I have not read any Emily Henry yet, and I know this one's being turned into a movie, so I'm really excited about this. This is Poppy and Alex. Alex and Poppy, they have nothing in common. She's a wild child, he wears khakis, she's insatiable, wanderlust. He prefers to stay at home with a book, and somehow ever since a fateful car share from college many years ago, they are very best friends for most of the year. They live apart. She's in New York and he's in their small hometown, but every summer for a decade they have taken one glorious vacation together until 2 years ago when they ruined everything. They haven't spoken since. So I'm like excited. I assume this is like not like enemies to lovers, but like kind of that ex-best friends to lovers-ish is kind of what I'm thinking. I've heard really good things about this. I think it's going to be really cute and a perfect like summery good read. The next one I have is How the Word Is Passed, and this isn't like a summer read, but I've wanted to read this for a while and I've seen people talking about it and how it's a really good one. This is a reckoning with the history of slavery across America. I feel like this is super important, especially given Trump's America. And everything that's happening. So this one, and it says, beginning in the hometown of New Orleans, Clint Smith leads the reader on an unforgettable tour of monuments and landmarks, those that are honest about the past and those that are not, that offer an intergenerational story of how slavery has been central in shaping our nation's collective history and memory. So I feel like this will be a really good one to read, especially because Donald Trump is wanting to like change names of like statues and buildings and things to make them all horrible and racist again. So there's that. Then the last two I have are A Catalog of Unabashed Gratitude by Ross Gay. This is poetry. I started to read this in June, and then I think my goal is to finish it in July. It's relatively short, but I read like a poem or so a day. So that's this one. A bit of happy, a bit of light. Yeah, I like this so far, so finishing that one. And then the last one I have is The Woman Who Borrowed Memories, which is selected stories by Tove Jansson. Tuve. Right, I think I learned that it was Tuve Jansson. And this says, Tove Jansson was a master of brevity, unfolding worlds at a touch. Her art flourished in small settings, as can be seen in her best-selling novel Summer Book and in her internationally celebrated cartoon strips books about movements. It is only natural then that throughout her life she turned again and again to the short story. And then it goes on and it talks about like the different short stories that are in this. So this is a collective of a bunch of short stories. And there's one called The Summer Child, so I hope that this is like kind of summery-ish. That's my goal. I read 2 of her books in June, which are the summer book and the Small Island book, Notes on an Island. I think it is Notes on an Island, about her living on an island in the summer. So I read those two in June, and so this one will be July, and I'm excited about it. So that is everything that I have for July. I made my list a little smaller this month because here they all are. I figured, I don't know, I always feel like I bite off more than I can chew, and so I give myself a more like digestible list. But I might read more, I might read less, we'll see. This is like a general like idea of what I want to read. So this is everything that I'm reading for July. Let me know what you think down below. If you have any book suggestions for me, I would love to hear that. Are there any summer books that you really love that I should read? I would love to hear that. And yeah, that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, free Palestine. Palestine belongs to the Palestinians. I love you all. I will see you next Friday with a brand new video. Bye!